So welcome everyone to another FIFA 21 video. Today we are talking about the biggest changes EA must make for FIFA 21. Now today's video we are not holding anything back. We are ripping in to some of these things in FIFA 20 and it needs to be upgraded, it needs to be worked on, because if it stays like this we're going to be in for a boring year. So this is my take on the things EA needs to change. I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree, but if I missed anything, feel free to leave a comment. We might do a future episode of this as well. So even though we've got over 169,000 subscribers on the channel, we've still got a big majority of you guys watching the videos but not subscribed. If you want to know all the latest FIFA 21 news, this will be the best spot. Make sure you subscribe today and join the career mode. We'll get to pro clubs, we'll get to all the other kind of stuff, but you guys know that I am the advocate for the old practice arena. So the first thing EA needs to change for FIFA 21 is improve the practice arena. 6 years ago, the practice arena in FIFA 14 was one of the best features in the game. You could create set pieces, you could do practice matches, you could practice your set pieces as well with an actual wall, and you didn't need to go into skill games to practice your free kicks properly. Fast forward to FIFA 20 and the practice arena is just a piece of grass and a goal and a cage around it. You can't do anything with the features. There's no creator set piece, there's no practice set piece. It is the worst experience I've ever seen, and what once was a great feature has now become very, very degraded. Now, in a perfect world, I would get EA to add in the FIFA 14 practice arena once again, and I would be a happy person. No need to complain about the practice arena anymore. But if you can't do that, at least copy what PES is doing, because even PES has a better practice arena than you guys have in your game right now. Let me introduce you guys to the PES practice arena. You have to go to kickoff, go to training. You can do skill training, which is like skill games in FIFA, or you could do free training, which is like the normal practice arena without any skill games. It lets you pick your team before you go into the practice arena, and you can also pick your opponent. I'm just going to pick Inter here, and then basically you press kickoff, or you can set up a stadium as well. So you can do different kinds of stadiums for the practice arena, something that I think used to be in FIFA 16, but they got rid of that. So can we do the Juventus Stadium here? I don't know. Good to see you again, Juventus Stadium. It's been a while, my friend, but it's good to see you once again. Let's go in and see what happens. Alright, so before we do it, we can set up a free training, which is basically a practice match, which was a part of a normal FIFA 14 practice arena as well. That got removed for whatever reason. You can set the difficulty of the opponents to superstar or beginner, it's up to you. You can also set fouls on or off as you're doing this practice match. So this is really, really cool, and it should be in career mode if they were to bring something like this back, where you could use it and test formations, test out players in different positions, and have like a focus for the practice match. And I think that would be very useful. So you can actually have the match in the Juventus Arena with no fans, so it's pretty relevant to what we're experiencing now in today's world. No fans whatsoever, but the match still continues. And basically you can have an 11v11, and you could even reduce the numbers as well if you wanted to in this practice arena. So I think PES has literally copied what EA used to have in FIFA 14. And except you could change the stadium and stuff. Now if you get bored of the practice match, you can just hit the options button on your controller and you can change sides, or you can change the type of training. So instead of a free training match, you can do a free kick. So you can change that, and then if you press circle to return, it'll load up a free kick scenario. And doesn't this look familiar? It reminds me of those old practice arenas as well, when you used to be able to practice your free kicks. So you set your position and you can have some fun. Where is Ronaldo? You can change your free kick taker. Man, you could have so many hours just spent doing this. I love the free kick system in PES. It's a little bit easy, but I'm probably going to embarrass myself here. Okay, yeah, I did. But on a good day, I put them in. Just so I redeem myself, this one is going to go in. See, I told you. I put them in every day of the week. Now you can set this to any position you want. You can go as far as you want back. You can go in as close as you want, different angles. And you can have all the fun you want in the world. It's a really cool feature. It used to be in the old practice arena as well, but I love how we're playing in the empty stadium right now. It does remind me of what's happening right now. So what happens if we go into the penalty box? You can actually set up your penalties from here, and you can practice your penalties as well if you really want to. Come on, Cristiano, well done. You can also practice your corner kicks. This is exactly what FIFA used to have, and PES just copied it and did it themselves. The only thing is, I don't think you can create set pieces and use them in the game. That was a good feature that FIFA 14 Practice Arena had, and you could actually use them in the game. I don't think PES has that feature, but yeah, it doesn't really matter, because if you want to practice whatever you want, this game lets you do it. In FIFA, they don't really care, mate. But it shouldn't be this way. I think the Practice Arena has a lot of potential, and it should be inserted into career mode as well. Next up, I want to talk about Volta because EA needs to make a couple changes to Volta in FIFA 21 if they want it to not feel stale for the consumers. So currently the biggest problem with Volta in FIFA 20 is the fact that you can't play online with your friends in like a pro club setting or even just a co-op setting where you can have like 4 different guys from different parts of the world and you can verse another 4 different guys from different parts of the world. You can't do that. Now EA was aware of it. They were saying that they'd taken the feedback on board and you might see something special in the future. So far we haven't seen anything special yet, but FIFA 21 could be the year where they actually change Volta and add an online mode into it. I think the story mode will go for FIFA 21 unless they've created another like series of it like they did with the Journey. But the biggest improvements EA needs to change for Volta is the gameplay. They need to make it more arcadey, more fun. I think it takes itself too seriously and it needs to be more loose, more fun like it was in FIFA Street 4 or even those earlier FIFA Street games. I think maybe the futsal game should feel like a simulation, but anything else should feel much more arcadey. But that's just my opinion. Some of you guys might like the gameplay in Volta. Another thing EA could do with Volta is actually bring in some like tracksuits, some sweatshirts for the clubs. Like in FIFA Street 4, you have like singlet tops that have like the club logo in them. You can also wear tracksuits, short sleeves. I think there's so many more varieties with the kits you could wear. In Volta, it's just the club jersey and the shorts and the socks, and that's about it. You can't really go outside of that. So FIFA should basically copy what they did with FIFA Street and add in some more variety with the clothes as well. It would give it more of a street feeling as well, and it'll be something different to look at. Because on grass FIFA, you're used to the club jerseys, but in Volta, you should have more streetwear. But yeah, overall, I think, Volta was a good effort. Obviously, it was added in for marketing purposes as well to advertise that a FIFA Street mode was in the game, and it probably did work for that purpose, but I feel like a lot of the resources could have went to career mode and stuff, especially for the story mode side of things. But I think the biggest changes EA needs to make for the Volta is, of course, the online part of it. And we saw that with FIFA Online 4, I think, where they have like a Volta Live thing. So hopefully they bring that over to normal Volta in FIFA 21. I just think, the more online modes they add that is not Ultimate Team, the more it's going to distract their player base from playing Ultimate Team. So maybe that's why you don't see pro clubs getting dramatic improvements and even a Volta Online feature, because they want people playing Ultimate Team as their primary online mode. So let's talk about career mode next, and this is the game mode that I love the most in a FIFA game. And FIFA 20 did promise some nice little features like the player conversations improvements, the press conferences as well, but the game was riddled with bugs from day one, and it took them a whole month to fix it, and I think it turned off a lot of people. And still to this day we have like the problem with teams going invincible, undefeated. It's just a big old mess, and in a perfect world, if I was in charge, I would say, mate, you need to just give up with your current career mode code and just wipe it away and start fresh, because you need a whole new canvas to fix career mode for the next 10 years, because right now career mode feels 10 years behind every other sports game. And you can go and check out my videos, you can even go and play them yourselves, man. Compare NBA 2K to career mode, it's two different worlds. Even Madden has a lot of features that EA doesn't add for FIFA for some reason. So if we're going to talk about player career mode, this game mode needs one of the biggest overhauls I've ever seen. It needs to be, I don't know, more like the Journey. There's a lot of features in the Journey that they could throw into player career mode, like the interviews after the match and stuff. Player customization, you can add tattoos to your guy. It's just pretty stale, man. You can play FIFA 10 player career mode. FIFA 21 is very similar to that. It's worse than manager career mode in my opinion. And if they could make it more like NBA 2K as well, where you can have like the neighborhood, where you can go and buy shoes with the wages you earn. You can get haircuts as well, tattoos, all that kind of stuff, and play with other people as well, playing the player career mode. It's like an online sort of setting, and I actually enjoyed the 2K experience for my player. It's like a story mode as well at the same time, so it's much, much better than what we get with FIFA's version. But FIFA's version should be a template of the Journey. They have all the stuff there. They just need to transfer it over, and it would make the experience so much better. It definitely needs an overhaul. Moving to manager career mode next, and I've made probably, I don't even know how many videos over the last few years about manager mode. First off, they need to fix the bugs that are currently in the game. Get rid of those invincible score lines. It's unrealistic. It ruins the experience. You know how many times I've played career mode, started it up, after 3-4 games I've dropped already points, and I just give up because I think, what's the point? I'm not even going to win the title. But then we also need features that they've done in old career modes probably 10-15 years ago now, and just bring them back into the current day career modes, like visual sims, sponsors, staff, all that kind of stuff. Maybe stadium upgrade would be really cool as well. But one of the biggest things they should add is create a club. A lot of people would love to be able to create their own club and their kits, their players, and challenge the very best around the world. That would be a nice feature to have. But yeah, career mode at the moment, very, very stale. It needs probably a big overhaul as well. Quicker menus as well. Very, very slow menus in that game mode. So yeah, I mean, you guys know where I stand with career mode. I think it needs a lot of improving. Next up, I'm going to talk about the EA servers. Now, I'm not the biggest online player there is. I just play my squad battles and that's pretty much it. But I know a lot of people online have been complaining about the servers this year. Inconsistent gameplay as well is a big issue online, where every game feels different and you have to like plan out what time you're actually going to play the game to get the best gameplay. It's unbelievable. But I even have problems connecting to the EA servers just from the main menu, just from loading up the game. Sometimes I have to do like 2 or 3 times to get it to work, and that should not be happening. I don't have any internet issues, and somehow the EA servers always find something wrong with my internet, even though everything else works fine. So EA needs to upgrade the servers, needs to improve the inconsistent gameplay as well. Otherwise, the complaints about online will be continuing on for another year. So let's talk about Ultimate Team briefly. I'm not the biggest Ultimate Team player, so I don't know too much about the competitive side of it. But I do play a bit of squad battles, and I think that's a little bit rigged at times. Putting squad battles aside, I think Ultimate Team in general has too many competitive game modes. Like, it's just too focused on competition and not fun. There's no fun for the casual people that just want to load up the game, have a bit of fun online, and they don't want to compete with people like you do in FIFA Champions or Foot Champions or something, and Division Rivals. It's just become too competitive on there, too sweaty, that I think it's turned a few people off playing online, playing Ultimate Team. And then you say, well, what about the drafts? Well, the drafts cost coins, and then there's no real guarantee that you're going to make anything back on the drafts as well. So yeah, I think it's got to be less competitive, and I think that would make it more fun to play for a lot of casual people. We also need to talk about FIFA 21 Pro Clubs. This game mode needs another overhaul. It's like career mode as well. It needs a lot of improvements, and the fan base calls for it, and we get ignored every year. Only incremental changes here and there. Now, I don't know too much about Pro Clubs. I'm not its biggest player. I play more career mode and just squad battles for the B-roll. Don't really touch Pro Clubs, but it does look like fun, and a lot of people do enjoy it, and a lot of people want it to be great. And I'll leave this here. As you can see, you can pause it, take a read of it. It's got some good suggestions for Pro Clubs. It talks about things that need to change better than I can at the moment, because I don't really know too much about the mode, but I'm sure you guys will agree with that. And you can leave any comments about Pro Clubs down below as well to add to this list. So those were some of the big changes I think EA needs to make for FIFA 21. And if we get those changes, you know, and as long as the gameplay is good, we would have a proper FIFA game that everyone would enjoy. There's a lot of good suggestions in this video today. Now, I could talk about gameplay, but I thought everyone sees gameplay different. Some prefer arcadey, some prefer simulated. And you never really hit the sweet spot when it comes to gameplay, because people prefer different things. So I thought I wouldn't really touch on it too much, but of course the gameplay needs improving every year. It's just something that happens with FIFA games. They could improve the crowds, they could improve different features like the stretches and that. We don't really see that. Injuries don't really happen too much in the gameplay anymore. And I think some generic stadiums could use an update here and there as well. But like I said, everyone's got a different opinion on gameplay, so I didn't really want to go into too much detail for that. I also just want to say thank you to my channel members for the support. If you want to join up, there's a link in the description. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Make sure you check out this FIFA video, hit the card in the middle. It'll take you right there. I'll see you next time.